Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Yahweh be the true name for every father. Yahushai be the name for his only begotten Son, who the world eagerly calls God, and Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught us the truth and will well, and salutations to Jehovah, that person is truth and all honesty and sincerity. This is Brother Yahweh because you know it's the spirit power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. And this lesson's going into the spirit. Watch this video. I can't play it, but it's on YouTube if you want to look it up. It's titled Nepal Plane Crash Inside Video Shot by Indian Passenger. Okay, and you can see the guy, he was recording from his phone out the window. Everything seems so peaceful and smooth. And then all of a sudden something happens and the plane goes down. And then all you see is this, man. You see the camera cut the feed and comes back on, and it's just a bunch of fire. You know, you hear them yell briefly as it's going down, and then you hear a crash, and then this is all that's left. You know, this is happening in a large amount of numbers, believe it or not, that's just going unreported, of planes going down because you got pilots dying suddenly and things like that, man. You know, a lot of people drank of that juice, that fruit punch that you were warned not to drink, you know, and that could be a reason with this case, or it could have been something mechanical. I don't know yet. I haven't really researched enough to this specific report as the cause of the crash, and I don't even know if they know for sure yet. But it's crazy, man, to watch this. The Lord allowed this thing to be recorded live, man. You know, so it's pretty crazy. You know, it's a very quick clip. You don't really see a whole lot for real. You just see the guy record himself in the window, and then all of a sudden it cut to the fire. So it's nothing gory or nothing like that. But yeah, you could check out the video. Just type it in, Nepal plane crash inside video shot by Indian passenger, and you'll see it pop up. All right, but I'm going to use this video to bring out some scriptures. Okay, because the Lord allows things like this to happen. Believe it or not, contrary to a lot of what Christian pastors, you know, preach, they preach a lot of prosperity doctrine. They don't preach the other side, that the Lord actually does kill. He does allow death angels to go out and take lives. This is the book of Hebrews 10 and 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. One of the worst things you can say before you commit a sin, or when someone calls you out on something you're doing wrong, is only God can judge me. You should want a man to judge you before Yahweh does. Because when Yahweh judges you, that's what happens, is you have that type of horrific plane crash. You don't want that, okay? Yes, it is lawful for a man to judge another man. Now, it's unlawful in this time frame for a man to judge another man, and by carnal means such as putting him to death or executing certain death sentences as we were once allowed to back in the ancient times. We're not really allowed to do that no more. Okay? But what we can do is judge someone verbally in the form of giving them warning. And the Christian church has taken that type of a message and warning and flipped it to say that we're not allowed to do that. So all sin is just allowed to go rampant, and nobody's allowed to correct anybody. Because the form of correcting someone is judgment. Okay? So you should much rather want the verbal correction, the verbal judgment, than the physical. Because it's scary. That's a terrifying thing to have to die in a plane crash like that. Especially everything going good. Looked like they were getting ready to land. They weren't too far from, from ground. It appears in the video that they might have been descending. I don't know. Maybe they might have been ascending, but, everything going smooth, and all of a sudden that's bad, man. And I don't know if there's any survivors. I think they all passed, but, hey, man, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. This is the book of 1 Samuel 2 and verse 6. It says, Yahweh killeth. Yahweh killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. So the Lord actually does kill. He's not this figure that they try to portray him to be, blonde hair, blue eyes, just so peaceful and come give free hugs, just float from the sky and just loves everyone. That's not what he is, man. And he's not a so-called white man either. He looks like a so-called black man with black woolly hair. I mean, not black woolly hair, with white woolly hair. All right? Thus say the scriptures. You can find that in the book of Revelation. Read it in the first chapter. It goes into it. All right? It says, Yahweh killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. So, yeah, he can also perform a miracle to bring somebody back. The Lord could bring a miracle to bring one of them people back. You know, he could use one of his prophets to go up there, set up a prayer, and perform a miracle, and that person brought back alive. It's happened throughout the scriptures, man. Yahweh Shai did it. He raised the dead. But ultimately, and this message and going to the spirit of the video, he does kill. All right, so you guys got to understand that. It's scary. This is why you got to do the best you can to live right. Live right in the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to get spiritual protection so you're not caught up in a situation like that. Now, everybody has their time. Only Yahweh knows when it's time that he's going to punch somebody's clock. And he also knows what we've done in our past lives. You got to pay for the sins of your past lives too. Especially if you're a heathen and you did some fuck shit to some Israelites. You know? But ultimately, the Lord does cause death. And there's a lot of it happening, man. A lot of it. You got tornadoes just wrecked through the U.S., man. And just tore up them states down south in Alabama. Shit like that, man. Just wrecked it. You see the hurricane that hit Cali. You got a earthquake predicted to happen in a big way. A lot of people lost their lives in the blizzards that hit too. Up in the northern part of the U.S., near I believe Buffalo, New York. They found all kind of bodies after the snow thawed. The Lord is taking a lot of numbers right now. He's not playing. He's pissed off. He's fed up with the wickedness of these people, man. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So there are spirits that are created that actually go out and they're death angels, okay? They kill people. And it's for the purpose of the revenge for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, for what he's upset of what the wicked have done. The scriptures also say, whoever perish being innocent. Nobody dies innocent. Everybody dies with some type of debt that's on them. A debt of sin. And they got a tab to pay. And the type of death you get, the severity of it, depends on the higher tab that you've racked up. Okay? That's why it says they appease the wrath of him that made them. These spirits do. Death angels. So the Lord is out here and he's taking people, man. Let these videos that come up put fear in you to just stay right and stay on the right path. There's no point, there's nothing left for you to go back into the world. You're going to go back to the world, what? And worship a bunch of pagan holidays again? That you know was created out of witchcraft and evil? What is there left for you back in the world? You may want to chase a nice job, a millionaire job, but what you think that the prophecies of economic collapse and crashes are just not going to come? And let's say it doesn't come in our lifetime, hypothetically. Hypothetically, let's say it doesn't. You'd rather take that risk to die and then come back and get judged for it in the next life when it will happen? When you were given the opportunity of having the truth? Think about that, man. That's just scare you into wanting to stay right for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And there's no pleasure in going the negative route anyway. It's truly life and peace when you're serving Yahweh the right way and keep his commandments, it should make you feel good in your spirit. Yeah, you gotta battle with the flesh of being attacked for you living the right way. But your spirit should feel free, not chained. If your spirit feels chained for serving the Lord and keeping the commandments, then you're in the wrong program. You're just of the 2/3. Go ahead and live a 2/3 life and die a 2/3 death. And wake up shamefaced in the kingdom. If that's your lot. But if that's something you don't want, and it is in your spirit to strive and it feels good to just live in righteousness, then stay in the right path, man. Because you don't want that type of judgment. Whatever happened to whatever those individuals did in the world, it was something, judgment enough to be recorded live. Those guys might have did a lot of wicked stuff in their past life to other Israelites. Or in this life, on this side. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in India, man. It's crazy. A lot of pedophilia and stuff. You just never know, man. So, Lord's will, this lesson's edifying. And I'm going to go ahead and close out and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaKadosh. Double honors to our apostles, double honors to our elders, a great millstone, to us truth and will well, and salutations to you, hopefully pushing this truth and all honesty and sincerity. Shalom.